You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
This garbage is not mine. I wish it was mine.
Start now. Ready?
Nah, let my man walk off a little bit. Just a little bit over to there, brother. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm getting out the way.
You got it, brother. Yo, man, 15 Minutes of Fame. E. Beasley.
What's happening, man?
E. motherfucking Beasley.
Born Legacy Supreme is going down right now. If you see this tomorrow and you were unable to attend, we have it on VOD at watchbattlelive.com. Log on today, get the pay-per-view, support the culture. This is what we do.
All right, so let's touch two things right now. I really want to do, once the whole event is over, we're going to do a recap of the whole event.
Summer Maddness 6, September the 10th. Summer Maddness 6.
Who's on that right now already?
Hollow Rock.
Hollow Rock.
Got T-Top Ave. You got JC Rum Nitty.
That must have been the fourth announcement.
That was
T-Top
today.
Ave.
That
Yeah, I
had
didn't
today.
see that.
You got
JC
JC Rum Nitty. And you have Tay Rock and Hollow, of course.
Nah, Tay Rock Hollow, JC Rum Nitty. Nah, it's one more.
Oh, Calico and Briz Rothstein.
and
What am I
Briz.
thinking?
How could you forget that? Crazy matchup.
Yes, indeed.
We're looking forward to all of those. And how many more is going to be announced?
It's hard to say at this point, man. You know, we taking it one step at a time, you know? We'll be looking at some things that we see in
At
here
least
tonight.
2 more.
Yeah,
Okay.
Summer Madness. We gotta at least go 2.
Okay.
Maybe 3. Depends.
And the first Summer Madness since when?
September 6th. So September 10th. Sunday, September 10th.
Since when? When was the last Summer Madness?
Oh, we didn't have Summer Madness last summer, so we skipped one.
We skipped.
So that's why we're at 6 and we're at Nome 7.
Okay.
Well, maybe we'll make it up. We tried, but you know, it's just hard to find quality matches, you know, and then you do find some good matches, but maybe the guys aren't big enough for what people consider to be in Summer Madness, and then they'll, you know, oh, that's the fake, we're not going, protest, ban, you know, people are crazy. So we just opted to do one. But we've done other exciting events like Born Legacy Supreme. So where we don't have a Summer Madness 6, we have a Born Legacy Supreme, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed with all the battles that I've seen thus far this evening.
It's a good appetizer before Summer Madness 6.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Good fucking appetizer, man. Ill Will fucking
Twerk.
That twerk was crazy. Rum Nitty, Chef Trez was crazy. So Young Cannon, Jack Man crazy. So this was a good night, and it ain't even over yet. That's the good thing.
Yes.
So now, speaking of Summer Madness 6, Hitman was supposed to battle Shine.
Right.
Is that a fact?
Yes. Well, it was Hitman and Shine have signed contracts and have been paid deposits to battle each other on URL.
Okay.
That happened. We did speak about, originally the plan was to do it in October, November. Make it its own event, build a nice card around it. However, we thought maybe the people may have wanted to see it for Summer Madness, so we did talk with Hitman in regards to doing the battle for Summer Madness. Originally we were looking at August, but there were no August dates available in any of the major venues in the city, so we couldn't do August. So the next logical date was the 10th. Then, you know, the whole thing happened at Double Impact, you know, and we wasn't able. Look at my brother, Raph, trying to be like me and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to be like,
you know.
It's my man. It's my man.
It's my man.
It's my man. It's my man.
Math versus Ill Will. Math versus Ill Will.
Now, Mav wants another opponent, man. I mean, you know, earlier tonight he said he asked me about Twerk.
I said the
He
winner
said he'll take you,
of that battle.
No,
Everybody's saying Twerk. Everybody's saying that Twerk won. Everybody's saying that Twerk won. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I got
we'll let the people decide, you know, what they think. But he asked for Twerk.
Pause.
Oh. Yeah, but you know, they were both signed to battle. Contracts done, official contracts, deposits made, everything locked in. You know what I mean? We don't announce battles that are not locked in with contracts. But yeah, you know, Hitman was told that. Then, you know, there were some issues that we were facing in terms of some things that transpired. I know many of you saw the video on his social media feed of him and his friends, and you know, he made a post about, you know, things that happened at the event. Not saying that it was necessarily Hitman and his friend's fault, but they had altercation with another party, but they were inside the dressing room and the other party was outside the dressing room arguing. So the cameras are facing inside the dressing room. So they saw that it was him. They asked about him. I said, you know,
so that's
the venue that we were at, Urban Plaza.
So Urban Plaza saw the footage of the altercation.
Right.
Oh,
right. Because remember, these are the rooms where the Troy Ave shootings took place. So they're hypersensitive. So they've secured that area. So anything that looks like it could be possibly disruptive or something going on, they want to know about it. What's up, my man? Boom. And they don't give a fuck over here. This is New York City. Welcome to New York. So, you know, between that and then they went on to see Hitman's social media where he was making threats towards Rain and Rain was making threats towards him. You know, the whole, you know, nonsense between that situation, which I just wish could be eradicated, but hopefully, you know, they'll see eye to eye soon and we can get it resolved. They're both grown men and they both, you know, feel a way about the situation, you know. Hitman, of course, you know, about the situation and the mentioning of his mother. And, you know, Rain about the issue that he had with Hitman as to why he felt he needed to say what he had to say.
So you think the icing on the cake was the social media back and forth?
Yeah, well...
Do you think he still could have got away with it with just the footage at the event?
It was their altercation with T-Top and Briz in the dressing room. Then they also saw that he posted it, which didn't help. And then, you know, you also have the fact that, you know, and then in a separate incident, him and Rain are beefing too. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, exchanging words and blocks too. So, you know, that compounded with the altercation that, you know, transpired between him and his crew at the venue made them a little apprehensive about having it in there. And it's not even about if this person stays home. It's just if somebody got bodied in your venue and you say, hey, you know, this guy, he was saying he was going to do such and such things. He had a small altercation next time. But the other guy he has a problem with is not going to show up. You're going to be like, no, it's not worth it because you've already identified what you're willing to do. Again,
that makes so much sense now. So
right, you know what I mean? But, you know, when we spoke to Hitman, we were just telling him the things that we were facing. And before we could tell him that we still had another meeting to try to get things possibly resolved, he hangs up the phone and takes to social media. But this is what Hitman does. So maybe it was a bad judgment call on my part. But I just wanted to keep him up to date as to what was going on with the situation as opposed to keeping him in the dark. So I felt the need to let him know. But, you know, he hung up and took it to social media. That's what everybody saw. But the narrative was that Hitman had a battle and, you know, we just pulled the plug on him and it wasn't going to happen. But he failed to mention that he does have a contract and he has been paid, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, we'll get it resolved. There's nothing that's that serious.
It won't be on Summer Maddness, though.
Well, I mean, that is not solidified yet, you know. I did have a meeting and I have some new facts and information. I spoke with Holla via text last night. He was at a game or something, you know, working, so he said he was going to get back to me. I didn't hear back from him, and then today's the event, but I will be speaking with him shortly, so I should have an answer as to if he's going to appear on Summer Maddness or if it will be pushed to a later date, you know what I mean? We are going to do the battle. It's not a problem, you know what I mean, and it's going to be a great battle.
Okay, I think that's going to do it for now.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.